This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. If you haven't seen this video, it's on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, and it's this 3-year-old girl asking her dad what's in a package at the front door. And then he says, oh, well, it's body wash. And, well, her response is priceless.
What's this?
It's body wash.
For penis and boobies?
Yes, for my penis and my boobies.
There we go.
Well, not wrong. Well, I mean, she had to have heard that at some point.
Yeah. All right, then.
Love that kid.
Kids say the darndest thing.
Right? I mean, there's just really no sense of, like, the kid's not even trying to be funny about it. It's just like, oh, that's for your penis and your boobies, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I think that was caught on a Ring cam, and now Ring cams are the best thing ever now. You know, that we get more stuff than we would ever get.
Didn't you just get one, finally?
It hasn't been installed yet, actually.
Well, what are you waiting for?
The rule is that I would get a Ring cam, but I need it installed. Otherwise, I would have got my own a long time ago.
Right.
But I'm not Mr. Electrician, and so it hasn't been installed yet. So I got it. It just hasn't been installed.
But wasn't that part of the deal? Was one of your kids going to install it for you, or Johnny Rubbers?
I feel like it falls on J Rubs, and he's a busy person.
Him out. I don't care how busy he is. This is important.
Yeah.
Or make Joe do it. What are you doing, Joe?
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
I'm going to wait Johnny Rubbers over Joe. No offense, Joe, but you stick to basketball
and your mac and cheese.
Yeah,
not electrician stuff.
I've got a really good plan, though. I mean, it's kind of like a sort of a troll, but I was going to ask for it installed for my birthday if it didn't get done by my birthday. So I'm kind of hoping that we go through the whole summer and it doesn't get done, and then they go, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" And I'll go, "I would like the Ring cam installed, please." It'd be a perfect troll.
I don't know. It'd be a lot cheaper for them to buy you a gift, though.
Yeah.
All they do is just install the damn Ring cam. Takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I probably could do it myself, but I just don't want to be involved in anything electrical and touching wires.
I guarantee you could do it by yourself.
They make it idiot-proof. I just installed a second one in my house.
I have faith in you, BJ. Do it.
But then you have to put wires and you have to connect wires to it?
Like 2 wires with a screw, and all you have to do is just turn off just go to your fuse box and turn off the breaker. The breaker, sorry.
Yeah.
My brain's not fully working just yet. But just turn off that spot.
Yeah.
Guys, BJ's going to burn down his house.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I would turn off the wrong breaker. I shock the F out of myself. No.
Don't you have it labeled on your breaker? Like, hey, this is like the front lights?
Listen, you think I've checked out my breaker box?
Do you know where it is?
Yeah, does he know where the breaker is?
I believe I know where the breaker box is. I do believe that, but have I ever used it? No. So I always have somebody come over and do whatever I need to do.
A texter says it'll take me 20 minutes. I'll hook it up for you. I think 20 minutes is being generous. Yeah. I was surprised by how easy that thing was to put together.
Yes.
Again, it's the perfect troll thing for me. I hope it continues until my birthday.
And if you even want to go the lazier route, you don't even have to hook it up to the house and the wiring. It's a chargeable thing. So like you could just put it up there, hook it up, and then take it down every once in a while and re-up the battery.
Oh,
really?
So how about that?
Wow.
Yeah, it could be battery powered, and it's just like a USB type of thing. But it's more of a pain in the ass because then you have to take it off the ring thing.
Yeah.
And,
Then it's not hooked up to my doorbell either, I would imagine, right?
right. But I didn't hook mine up to the doorbell. I don't want to hear my doorbell.
Good call. Good call.
Oh, you just want to video people.
Well, no, my phone will make the alert, so I don't need that annoying bell making my dog bark.
Oh,
It's great.
I hadn't even thought of that. You could do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you don't have to have the chime going off.
Oh, all right then. Look at this. It's perfect. Everything's working out perfectly.
You're not going to do
So
it.
when you coming over, Steve?
I'm busy, man. I got a friend in town.
Everybody says it's so easy. It takes like a minute to do.
It is easy. It was easy for me to do in my own home on my own schedule. I'm not coming over to your house to do something that you could do on your own.
There we go. So that really is that. There's the bottom line for all of it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, my days of being an apartment manager are over. I'm not screwing anyone's light bulbs in other than my own.
Yeah.
And
All
yes,
right,
I used to have to do that.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you know what then? I want to wait till my birthday then.
All right. Have fun with that troll.
I'm going to have fun with that troll. What else can I do? I'm not going to try. I know I'm
I don't
not going to
understand how
attempt it
that's
on
a
my
troll,
own.
though. I feel like that you are being trolled then because they just got out of buying you another gift.
Well, I listen, I want that ring cam installed. So believe me, the gift is the trolling. You know, that's like the greatest gift to go, oh, you mean you want to get me a present? You didn't quite completely get the present for Father's Day. So I don't think you guys can really do the present thing anyway. So let's not try.
So a lot of people are texting in, that I'm sure they're telling the truth. This says you don't even need to turn the breaker off for the doorbell wires. They're low voltage. They won't electrocute you. Another person, doorbells are low voltage, and you won't get shocked if you touch the wires.
Once again, BJ's going to burn his house down doing this.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen
be
to
an
the
incredible
texters.
story. You have insurance, right?
Yeah. I'm not listening to anybody.
You wanted to get the kids out of the house,
That's
right?
true. Yeah, that's a good way to get them out.
You would
Yeah,
be
man,
all over the news. Man burns his house down installing a ring cam.
Yeah, that would be great. That's what I want to do is get on the news and then not have a house to live in. But I got on the news.
That would be my top story in the Mix Report. I promise you.
Oh, what the heck then? If it's the top story, let's do
Idiot
it.
burns home down because of a ring cam.
All of your radio friends across the country will be talking about you.
You probably get to go on like all the other radio shows.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Wow, this story's getting better and better. Why, I don't know. All right, today's going to happen.
Well, today is happening.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Hey, speaking of electronics and technology, does your iPhone hate the number 69? Steve's going to tell you, of course, who else would? He's got the Mix Report for you. We'll do that at 6:19 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Mix Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spas for giving us the Migs Report. And today, man, I'm not happy with your son, BJ.
What happened?
Very disappointed with him. Today is National Mac and Cheese Day, and I do not see his mac and cheese here.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, yeah.
Failure. You should just go home.
Oh,
all right, maybe
wow.
not.
Is that a punishment?
Yeah. You should go home, make us the mac and cheese, and be back before 10 a.m.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
And
that's a punishment.
Yeah. And what happens if he doesn't bring it? Then just stay home?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
okay, that's like Rev said, that's
not much of a punishment.
No, not really.
Okay, well, how about this? Would you guys be willing to try mac and cheese ice cream?
Oh, boy,
at least once.
I guess there's an ice cream place out of Brooklyn called Van Leeuwen. And there were...
Pardon me, what's the name of it?
Van Leeuwen. I don't know. Leeuwen. Leeuwen.
Okay.
That seems right.
Alrighty.
I'll allow it. Yeah. They're doing a mac and cheese flavored ice cream. It's going to cost you $12 for a pint, so that's a little crazy.
Whoa. Wow.
But according to some people that tried it already, they say it's very good and it's nothing short of magical.
Okay, that's... Wow.
I don't know, man. A mac and cheese, I don't know how they make it and what they're doing with it, but that doesn't seem like a good concoction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think, like, I have cold cheese pizza? Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, no, you never really have it in a frozen. I mean, granted, it's probably not actual cheese. Maybe it's like, just like a taste of like a mac and cheese. You know, they make the flavor like it, but it seems a little weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's a flavored ice cream. Doesn't mean there's actually chunks of mac and cheese in it.
Don't they put cream in like a fettuccine sauce?
That's a personal question, BJ.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that off air.
So I'm thinking that you could actually have frozen cheese cream, which doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Would you like some of my frozen cheese cream? No, thank you.
All right, I might have a problem now with iPhones, guys. In fact, one texter says Steve's probably going to have to switch to Android based on the tease that you gave, that they have an issue with the number 69.
What's going on?
I might have to think about whether or not I want to download their current iOS version of the latest update, which is 14.6. Apparently, on the weather app, it'll never show that the weather is 69 degrees.
What?
Some people are wondering, is it an issue with the number 69? Some believe that that's not necessarily the case. What the iOS weather app, what they usually do with the app is that they take the Celsius degrees and then convert it to Fahrenheit. But because of how things work out, it makes it so that it would never be 69 degrees. So like if it's 20 degrees Celsius, it converts it to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. But then if it's 21 degrees Celsius, it converts it to 70 degrees Fahrenheit because it rounds up. It's technically 69.8.
Oh, I see. Look at that.
I feel like there needs to be a button on the weather app that says, would you like things to round to 69? Like the nice button or something. I don't know.
Oh, the old nice button. Yes.
It's such a weird thing.
It is a very weird thing, and it just, how about that America is, I mean, what's this Celsius? Who uses Celsius? Nobody.
And I guess the same issue would be if it's like 65 degrees out, it would only say it's either 64 or 66 based on the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion.
Wow, I'm not digging this.
No, very disappointed in Apple. I mean, how do you deny us? Every time I see 69 degrees on my weather app, I get excited. Wow. It's like driving 69 degrees in the car. I'm like,
driving 69 miles an hour.
That too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Apple. Like one texter says, you can suck it.
Wow. Okay, that's aggressive.
So, what Android phone should I get now?
Oh, that's a good call. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from.
No, do you want to really deal with that group text?
Yeah, I want to piss off everybody on group chats because that would be great. All right, let's head on over to Canada, where there's a guy who was going from Toronto who's traveling from the Toronto airport, and apparently Air Canada is like, hey, look, you have to pay for your carry-on bag, which is kind of a thing some airports are doing, which I think is annoying, but that's what they're doing. So he was not happy about that. He's like, look, I'm not cool with that, but fine, here's some cash. They're like, no, we're not taking any cash because of the pandemic, and that's when he really was pissed off. So he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I have cash, I don't want to pay you with the card or whatever. So he suggested, hey, go to the gift shop and get a Visa gift card. So he just storms off and he leaves the bag behind.
Oh.
And so they're like, hey, you can't leave your bag unattended. So he did what every rational human being does. It says, there's a bomb in it.
Oh, okay then.
Now, I think he was just being a wise ass.
Oh, you think?
But jokes like that are slightly frowned upon in airports. So
yeah, they are.
Yeah, he was in a lot of trouble. He got arrested. The 3 terminals had to be evacuated because of that snarky comment. The whole airport was shut down for like 4 hours, and thousands of people got delayed. And, of course, not shocking, but there was no bomb in the bag.
Oh, really? Oh, I love the society we live in.
Hey, so it's a week from today. The big expansion draft is happening with our Seattle Kraken. We'll start finding out what players are coming to us from other teams. It's, getting more and more excited. And how about the Kraken just announced? Big party happening next Wednesday over at Gasworks Park. It's going to start at 3:30 p.m. They're going to have a big expansion draft show because it's going to be on ESPN2. There's going to be a lot of coverage for it as well from there. They're going to have big screens so people that are at Gasworks Park can watch it. They're also putting up big screens so that people on boats on Lake Union can watch the draft that way as well. In fact, they're encouraging people, if you have a boat, do it that way.
Wow.
As far as going to it, it's going to be a ticketed event. They're going to distribute them through local nonprofits, community groups, some contests, some invitations as well. They'll put out some more information on their social media pages, so be sure to follow Seattle Kraken if you're trying to get tickets to hang out with everybody and celebrate the big expansion draft. And they also said, look, if you can't come there, go to different places in Seattle, like the Angry Beaver. That's a great hockey-themed bar.
Nice.
And again, the greatest name.
Also, I've heard they have amazing poutine.
Yo, yes.
Yes.
Many people rave about their poutine at the Angry Beaver. It sounds so naughty.
It does.
Love that
right.
place.
But that place, I'm just happy for them because they've been a hockey bar for several years, and now we're becoming a hockey town. That's got to be very exciting for them. Also, Chandler's Cove, which is kind of like right by where the team shop is. Rookie Sports Bar and Grill, they're going to be showing the draft, and a few other places like Queen Anne Beer Hall. If you go to Kraken's website, they have a whole list of places where you can watch it, or you watch it at home on ESPN2. Very excited. It's going to be a good time. Yesterday, I don't know if you were watching it, BJ, the American League beat, spoiler alert, in case you haven't finished. They beat the National League 5-2. Vlad Guerrero was the MVP.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, you missed it, dude.
What did I miss?
Because they were miking everybody. And so at the end, which was really cool, they were talking to the players while they were in the outfield playing, or while they were in the field, while they're in the batter's box. It was really fun as Joe Buck is talking to these guys as they're trying to swing and figure out what the pitcher's doing. Well, there's this Australian guy by the name of Liam Hendricks. They mic'd him, and they put an earpiece in, but he couldn't hear them, so he just assumed, none of this is working, which means they can't hear me either. And he was a closer, and so while he's pitching and missing his pitches, and, he's being very colorful with his language as to what happens. Oh, it was so fantastic.
Oh, that's great.
He's going to be a star. He runs around and gets autographs from everybody. He's like a fanboy in the middle of the MLB. They interviewed him afterwards on the Fox postgame show, and he's the new hit of baseball. This guy Liam Hendricks for the Chicago White Sox, and dude, I mean F-bombs and
we need more of that in baseball.
Oh, it was hysteria. And, of course, Joe Buck and John Schmaltz are saying nothing. And I'm like, you got to comment. Why wouldn't you shut his mic off at that point? When they can't hear him, why wouldn't you just shut everything off? But Fox didn't shut everything off. And, oh, man, it was fantastic.
What did you think of I saw some people complaining about the jerseys for the All-Star game. I
loved them.
I thought they looked cool.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the first time they've ever done this during a game. Usually they wear cool jerseys during the home run derby.
Yeah.
But this year they had everybody just wear one unique jersey, but it had their own team name going down the side with like the three letters.
Yep.
Like it'd have BOS for Boston, but then it would have the logo also on there. I liked them a lot with a cool all-star hat. I want to get the all-star hat that they had for every team.
Yeah, I know some people were really crapping all over the jerseys. I was like, oh, what are these atrocities going to look like? And then I go online and I'm like, actually, I dig them. It's very simple, but they look cool.
Yeah, I thought that, and plus they had these cool belts where it was red in the front, shiny red, and then shiny blue in the back. I thought they did a great job with all of the unis for it. I thought, hey, you know what? Baseball looks really cool. Like the American League was the visiting team, so they wore solid blue.
Yep.
And, you don't ever usually see in baseball, Major League Baseball, like a dark color being that entire color of the uniform, almost like it was a football uniform.
No, I thought, I was a fan of it, so I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I liked it too, Steve. They Baseball needs to do something to sort of contemporize themselves, and I think that that was a real good start.
Bad words and blue uniforms. I think we've got it figured out.
I was thinking of you going, I know Steve's not up to watch this, but you'd be laughing your ass off because Liam was just like, I'm just out there doing my thing.
It was nice to see former Mariner Mike Zunino had a home run in the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of former Mariners in the All-Star game.
I know. Chris Taylor, everybody was talking about how great of a player he is, and I was like, yeah, he used to be one of us. It was just, and of course, Nelson Cruz, Boomstick was out there, and they had him mic'd, and he was fun, and of course, yeah, he used to be a Mariner.
As far as weather, 75 degrees, and that's the Migs report, and that's what's up.
Yeah, that is what's up, my friend. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Which legendary singer launched a perfume range called M in 2007?
Madonna.
No.
Metallica.
No.
That's it.
Modest Yahoo.
No.
Oh, but you know, their fragrance is good, though, Modest Yahoo. That's a great fragrance. But we were looking for Mariah Carey. That was who. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But, you know, one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy. And those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please, 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
And,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom!